Back to the next episode of the 11K challenge, where the goal here is to take an 11K account and looking to make around $400 a month, so around $100 a week, as quick as I can. So it's not gone according to plan, as you guys who've been following this series have known. Um, and what we're going to do in this video is walk through week six, trade six, whatever you want to call it, because I've been selling. I've decided to sell covered calls or naked covered calls on Meta. So this is a margin account. The playlist is down below if you want to recap on how we got to where we are today. So actually, before I show that, so where we were in last week's video, we were minus $138, and that's because of these two losing margin call positions, which has put me in a bad spot. And where I was at a good place, I was only $40 off, making $100 a week. So in trade number six, challenge I had here is that Meta started rising. So I had sold the 167.50 call, and as you can see now, it's currently trading. It's down slightly to over 1% at $168, and so I was what's called in the money. So my option was in the money. So if I'm shooting this on the 5th of August, which is the last day of this option expiry. If Meta was above $168.50 by the time the market closed, I would have got exercised. And because I'm on margin, I don't have 16 grand inside the account. IBKR, my broker, would have closed out this trade and I would have hit a massive loss. So I needed to take action. So I think it was yesterday that I did this third, fourth. Yeah, yesterday, you can see, is my trade that I took. And what I did is I decided to buy back the 167 again because I was in the money. The option I sold for 122 was now worth 300. So I had to buy it back for $300. So if you take these two trades, that would have been a loss. So what I needed to do was open a brand new sell trade or sell another call that was greater than the loss that I was going to incur. So I managed to roll up my strike to 172.50. So what's that? Around $5. $5 increase, which is not a lot on a $170 odd stock, to be honest, but that's the best I could do to for another week to crawl out some type of credit. So the net result was I got a credit of $20, which then now has added an additional $20 to my total. This obviously, I've only got this trade open, which has reduced my loss from 138 to 118. So, thoughts and process on this. So, I don't like this strike, if I'm honest with you. And this is what happens when you get in the money and you get into trouble, kind of, whether in selling options, when the price moves quite aggressively during this time. And this was the challenge I had. Meta went up so aggressively in a short space of time, which is not really ideal for an options seller. So, and I only decided to do a week option. I could have sold this like a month out at the 176 strike and got a bit more premium out of it. But I didn't want long expirations because if Meta decided to go push up into this kind of ascending triangle resistance at you know what's this at the 174 175, then or if it continued to go up, then I would be in a bit of problem. I can't the the reason why I decided to do a week was because it's had one, two, three, four, and it's down today because it gapped down slightly, even though this bar is green. So it's at the moment it has had four up days, and this could potentially be a down day where it had to, pull back slightly. So today it has pulled back, it went to lows of 166. So therefore the option that I uh, bought for 320 would have started depreciating. So what I could potentially do is roll this now up for another week, another 2 weeks now to get a bit more gap or safety, um, for a little bit more premium. But I decided for this week, look, I'm making a premium and I'm moving my strike up. At the moment, that's a win, right? So I kind of really need Meta to either go down slightly, because I don't own shares. So I'm not bothered if it are my ideal scenario is for this to tank in this particular example because I'm holding a naked call here, so I've got no protection of shares. So I kind of want Meta to start tanking for this particular one. So that's what I need for Meta to happen or to range out. I do like, as you can see on this 4 hour chart, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bar this bar over here pushing out, we've had 5 touches on here, and you could say, the high we hit here was 172.15, and my call strike is 172.50. So I do feel there will be some resistance at this level. So if it does get to this, I can hopefully roll out for another week and push it up slightly. But ideally, I want this to start tanking over here. So that's kind of where the situation is with this particular trade. So we're at 481, kind of 6 weeks in. So 481 divided by 6, it's around $80 a week. The goal was to make 100. So if we go back and look at 481 divided by 11,000, 1, 2, 3, it's still a 4.3% return in 6 weeks. So no one might be happy with a $20 gain, but as you can see, I was in trouble over here, right? I had a big buyback over here. The net credit over here wasn't that great, but Meta started to drop again, so due to earnings, kind of helped me out there. So what you're seeing is I'm managing this position, and this is the art of selling options. Is you've got a lot of flexibility that if you're really deep in the money and you don't want to get a sign the shares, then again your options are either rolling at the same strike, or even potentially even rolling the opposite way to generate premium if you think things are gonna decline. So again, one of the reasons of kind of showcasing this to you guys is is to help you guys, because no one really talks about this types of stuff at this level, because this is the stuff they talk about. You can make thousands of dollars a week, and again, I'm doing the trading for a living challenge, which again I'll link to the playlist and down below. This is the type of stuff that I'm showing you guys week over week and how to manage this stuff. And hopefully it's adding value to you guys. So I'm still making money every single week, bar this thing. So if I didn't have this 2 losers, I'll be up by 4%. So yes, I've got these 2 losers and I'm behind. So at the moment, I made no money in this 11K challenge. So this is the bit here that, again, we talk about every week. Frustrated, I probably should just delete this line. But these are the things that I really want to show you guys. And again, here's a copy of the trade. Again, it's a simultaneous trade that's done at the same time. So I bought back for $3, $3. So it's 100 shares of $300, and I've sold a new option for 320. So I gave $300, but I received 320, giving me a net gain of 20 for this particular trade. And the aim is to keep doing this every single week, and doing that. So again, I do have a bit of margin available. I probably will start doing a couple of other trades, but I just kind of want a bit more safety now on this because I'm too close to the money. I'd rather be up here somewhere, if I'm honest, earning $80 to $100 a week. But we are where we are, so I'm managing it, still eked out. I should be, it's going to keep dropping my average if I only make 20, 30, 40, $50 a week, where I should be or looking to make 100 on it. But I knew these things would happen. Consistently at the beginning I was okay, and then I started to run into trouble. But it's these moments that you have to manage. And this is what I'm trying to show you week on week of how I'm managing these things, and rolling up, rolling down, whichever way I'm rolling is to keep yourself out of this situation. So again, I really hope you like this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. There is the wheel strategy on the screen now for you guys, as well as my trading for a living. So check those out, and I shall see you guys in the next video.